Amy, let me tell you about a magical place that is so exactly designed to be enclosed space, year-round fun for the whole family that I bet you already know what I'm going to say before I even say the name. Let's say it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Great Wolf Lodge. You got it, Amy.
My kids loved Great Wolf Lodge when we went. You probably already know that it has a huge indoor water park with a wave pool, lazy river, a bunch of massive water slides. But then your pack can hit the other attractions because, wait, there's more.
Great Wolf Lodge has adventure-packed attractions like Magi Quest, a live-action game kids can play throughout the lodge, plus the Northern Lights Arcade. Spent some quality time there, so your kid who loves the lazy river and your kid who loves fantasy games will both have a great time.
Great Wolf Lodge also offers great dining options and complimentary daily events like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. Unpack the car once and you're settled in to have fun. And with 22 lodges across the country, you're always a short drive away from adventure.
We've both had such great times at Great Wolf Lodge, so bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Learn more at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack. Hello there, Hellions. It's your friend Margaret here with a little snippet from our latest bonus episode of the What Fresh Hell podcast, in which Amy and I take the Myers-Briggs personality test. And it's really, really goofy. And let me tell you, no personality test needed. If you just listen to the way we take this test, it tells you pretty much everything you need to know about our personality. But the results are also really fun and kind of startlingly accurate, I have to say. We record one of these bonus episodes every month for our What Fresh Hell Plus subscribers, and they are always funny, fun, loose, non-parenting related, completely kind of out of left field. And if you subscribe to What Fresh Hell Plus, you get these episodes plus our entire catalog, all 700 plus episodes, ad-free. And What Fresh Hell Plus works right where you're already listening. Don't have to download a new app, start over, or learn anything new. We love that for you. If you enjoy this little snippet, you can go to the link in the show notes and subscribe to What Fresh Hell Plus and hear the whole episode, $4.99 a month. $39.99 a year, or go to our website, whatfreshhellpodcast.com, and click the link in the sidebar. Hope you enjoy this glimpse into our Myers-Briggs personalities. Hello, everyone, and welcome to What Fresh Hell Plus.
This is Amy, and I love what Margaret has prepared for us today.
I didn't even say this is Margaret, but if you're a What Fresh Hell subscriber and you can't tell our voices apart by now, that's kind of on you, friends. I don't know what to tell you at that point.
You have been recognized like at the supermarket, right? Like walking down the street, somebody was like, "Are you Margaret?"
One time I was recognized walking down the street. I was wearing a Toddler Purgatory t-shirt at the time, which I think helped clue people in. But I was with a group of girlfriends, and they were extremely impressed that they thought I was famous because someone recognized me from my voice. And they were like, excuse me, are you Margaret from What Fresh Hell? I was like, yes, I am. It was thrilling. Thank you to that person whose name I can't remember right now, but it was in, not Kingston, Rhinebeck, New York. That's where it happened. Amazing day in my life. I just wish my kids had been with me because they would have really been impressed. So today we're talking about our personalities, and I think you maybe already know what is this called? It's the Myers-Briggs personality test.
I don't know. So tell us. So tell me what it is. You know what?
Well, it's the Myers-Briggs personality test, and it gives you your like ENFT or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this like with people at work. It's understanding what this is. I'm literally typing this in now to see what it is. It's supposed to provide the foundation for lifelong personal development, according to the Myers-Briggs.com.
Day for us.
Yeah.
The beginning of lifelong personal development.
It's Isabel Myers and Catherine Briggs. Okay. Women-owned personality test.
Women forward.
You're going to find your strengths and your personalities, and then. Yes, I think the idea is when you're into stuff like this, I'm into other things like this, just not this one, then you understand your strengths and your partner's strengths. And so it's like,
you don't know yours? I thought you were like, I'm like people say this thing of like, I'm an SFTM.
I'm an INFP. Right. No,
you don't know yours.
No, that's why today's so exciting.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to take the test together and we're going to find out.
Somebody, at least one person is screaming at their phone right now, like, Amy's an INFP and Margaret's an ETBA. say, right, I assume we're gonna be the inverse of each other, but let's find out.
That's the whole point. It'd be funny if we got the same thing, because our whole podcast is predicated on like, we are two opposite moms. And it would be funny if it's like, you're exactly the same person. So we're using 16personalities.com free personality test for this. So if you want to follow along, please do so. You can open it up yourself.
Okay,
and take
that's
it
true.
right
Take it
along
with us. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, and then it's agree and disagree, and there are 7 dots. So you choose where on the scale you are. I'm going to call it 1 through 7, 1 being fully agree and 7 being fully disagree, just so we can follow along.
Okay.
Got it?
So 1 is like the absolutely me, 7 is never ever me.
Correct.
Should we flip that? Should we make it 7 is the most me and 1 is the least me?
We're already here. Let's just roll with what we're doing here, please.
So the higher the number, the less true it is for me.
Correct.
Okay. Left to right. Okay.
The first question, you regularly make new friends. I'm a 1. Fully agree.
I'm a 4. I'm like a middle of the road. The middleist.
Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. I'm a 2.
I'm a 2. I love new ideas.
Me too. I think
love
you're a
learning new
1,
things.
but you do you. I can't answer for you. I can't yuck your yum. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally than by factual arguments.
Oh, that's like, I don't have a quick answer to this one. I mean, my husband would be like 1. Yes, you do.
I'm a 4. I'm in the middle on that one. Like I get excited by emotional feelings and facts. I'm right in the middle.
You feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally than with factual arguments. I feel like I'm having a hard time teasing that out. I'm trying to think of an example and how
to me, you are very fact-based. Like you like the facts. You're like, whatever I feel, I want to get to the bottom of what is actually true.
Yeah, but when I talk about politics with my spouse, I often start to cry. So
correct. So yes. So I think that you're good point. I mean, you have to answer for yourself. I can't tell you.
Things that matter really matter.
If I was answering for you, I would answer 2.
First one, then when it's emotionally, but then by factual arguments. But I love facts, so I'm going to say 3. I'm leaning towards the emotional, but I come with receipts.
Okay, I think this is where 2 roads are about to diverge in a wood. Your living space and working spaces are clean and organized. I'm a 7. Disagree.
I'm a 2. Agree. Like they're not like
so we're opposite sides of this.
I have a couple things. Right now on my desk, I have 2 Sharpies in a Ziploc bag. I'm not sure what that is. A note my mother wrote me that I have to write back to her about, a plug for something that's in a different room, and an Amazon gift certificate.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you could see
overall,
my desk right now, come on. It's literally like it's been tossed in a robbery.
2.
There's no sense. There's a lid. There's a bottle and a lid that don't match. I mean, let me just show you these 2, Amy. A bottle and a lid that have no relationship to each other. It's not good what's happening at my desk. Okay.
So I'm a 2.
You stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I'm a 2. I feel that I do stay calm under a lot of pressure.
The more pressure, the more calm. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying?
I'm giving myself a 2. Closest to agree.
The more this is a hard one to answer because it's like if my kids, like I'm thinking of like when my kids were in the back seat, like stop it, leave me alone, and I'm driving, I'd be like, you're driving me crazy. But if somebody broke an arm, I could drop in, right?
I think, Amy, we got to move you to the blink. You know, you got to go with your first answer here. We could be here all day.
We got a lot of time to talk about these questions, don't we? I argue the premise of the question. You know, like you stay
we're gonna
calm
be here
even
all
under
day
a lot
if
of pressure.
You keep doing that though. Like, do you generally stay calm under pressure?
Especially under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I do. I think. Wouldn't you say I do?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna say 2.
Great.
What do you?
2.
Speaking of 2 roads, you find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting.
I'm a 1. Oh, no, I'm a 7. I completely disagree.
You have no problem networking or promoting yourself to strangers.
No problem.
Okay, so I don't find it that daunting, so that means I disagree to some extent.
Yes.
I don't like here's the question. I would get up and give a speech, no problem. That doesn't make me nervous. But like walking into a cocktail party, like, hey,
I think that's what they're asking. I think they're asking cocktail party.
That's like, I won't do. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna neutral it because I'm not sure to answer that question.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline.
1. Yes.
You're a 1, and I'm a 6. I'm very close to fully disagreeing.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be
I'm just
confused again.
Sometimes I handed in the manuscript for my book. This is like 10 years ago, my first book. I handed it in. It was due on Labor Day. And so I handed it in like Friday so I could enjoy the Labor Day weekend. And of course, it was like months and months of work. But if my deadline was Labor Day, I'm going to hand it in the Friday of Labor Day weekend and enjoy myself. And they were like, wait, what? Like nobody hands in their manuscript on the due date. I'm like, I didn't know that was, I'm glad I didn't know that was optional. But they're like, what are you doing handing this in before the due date?
Please give me a gold star on the back of my hand so I can go on to Labor Day.
I was more sort of mad, like, okay, but you didn't tell me, like, I've never written a book before. How would I know that deadlines are imaginary?
Fair point.
Yeah.
People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data.
This is such a weird question. What does that even mean?
I mean, I know I'm a 2. Yes, I get more invested in people's stories than data. And I mean, I could easily be like brought into a cult because I'm very moved by emotions.
Okay.
I struggle with facts.
I was crying at a GoFundMe an hour ago that I saw on social media that I don't have no relation to the person. I don't know the person who posted it, and I don't know the person in the GoFundMe. And I'm like, should I drive down there? You know? So yes, I guess that means yes, I do. I love data, but the things that light you
up,
make me sit up are stories and emotions. So yeah, I guess I'm like, should I say 1 or 2? What do you think? What are you putting?
I put 2. I would say 2.
Like I like data, but
Amy's about to be a hard one. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists.
I couldn't. I'm a highly productive person, and I couldn't do it without constantly triaging
You're
and knowing
a 1.
what I'm going to do next. 1.
I'm like a 3 though. Like I do like to use organizing tools. It doesn't mean I'm get organized with them, but I do like to have lists. Okay. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. I'm a 1. I mean, I'm a 7. I fully disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't feel that way either, which is interesting because I've been putting a lot of thought recently into highly productive people. They're perfectionists. They're so hard on themselves. I'm like, I don't think I'm that hard on myself. Like, I don't really, that part doesn't register with me that I'm so hard on myself for every little mistake. Like, not really. So no, I'm going to say, I'm going to 5 or 6. I'm leaning towards disagree.
You decide, Amy. You have to
what
make
are you
these
putting?
decisions. I'm a 7. I am completely disagree.
No. Okay, yeah, I disagree.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
I'm just gonna like middle of the road neutral that.
Yeah. I'm a 1. I fully agree.
I feel comfortable just walking up to somebody I find interesting. Yeah, I guess I'm always surprised when I've done that, like how approachable the interesting person is sometimes. You know what I mean? Like at the party, like I was at a party with Thomas Keller.
Think about your core personality. Like think about your core self. It's like we're now of an age where we've maybe overcome some of our problems, but I know at my core self, I'm disorganized. Do you know what I mean? Think of your core self.
So I have a story about this.
You can hear the rest of this episode by subscribing to What Fresh Hell, plus getting all of our bonus episodes, plus ad-free content for $4.99 a month or $39.99 a year. Click the link in the show notes, in our Instagram bio, or go to whatfreshhellpodcast.com to become a What Fresh Hell Plus subscriber today.